Hi, I'm Ryan Margraf with the Moats Group, immediate past president of OTF. As a student working the OSU field day, one of my most fond memories was just a lot of the relationships that I was able to build with both not only the OSU faculty and staff, but a number of the attendees that would come out on a regular basis, both attending then regularly after being a student and just seeing those same faces. It is definitely a lot of the relationships that really come through as being a part of the Ohio Turfgrass industry and connecting at those OSU field days. That summer when I was prepping for the field day, some of the work I was doing was for Pam Sherritt, and she was I would take a lot of her instructions very literally, and I was asked to count the germination of some of the seeds in the various plots, and you would have to lay down a grid and then start to count those. I took it very literal, and I'll never forget, I reached out to Pam. It was late. It was later at night, and I said, just wanted to check in with her, and she said, "Are you still out there counting?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, you apparently were really taking that seriously. She's like, "You didn't need to be there till 5:30 tonight doing that counting." And just remember how the back of my legs got really sunburnt from kneeling down and taking account of that germination that was part of one of her research plots. So the field days and just OTF in general, but as the field days as well, do bring a special meaning to me, just because that's where, again, I had mentioned earlier about relationships. I met Joe Moats and Mark Heinlein through OSU and OTF, and ultimately led to me then becoming a part of the Moats Group. So it definitely did shape my career path, and those gentlemen were instrumental in doing such. And so, yeah, again, it was those relationships and that I was able to establish and get to know people like Joe and Mark at OTF and OSU. OSU field days have always had a large push with the research and development, and the knowledge that's gained there has been amazing over the years. So nothing's changed there. We continue to see a lot of that. The definitely advent of more and more technologies. Specifically, it's interesting that we're shifting a little bit of the day to the equipment demo, and so that's, again, there's more and more technologies that are being brought each and every year and evolving as well. So it's exciting to see that part of the evolution of the field day, specifically to this year. This year, my hope is, after being so involved with OTF and OSU, the connections there, I again feel like there's an opportunity for everybody to connect with fellow peers, whether it's vendors or suppliers, or again some of those practitioners that can share some of their hardships or some of their wins, and continue to build relationships and communication, open lines of communication. That's something I look forward to from this field day. Also, with the advent of the technology side of things and the demo days, I really look forward to individuals getting their hands and getting down and dirty with the equipment, hands-on, getting to experience things. That's something that's exciting, that we're bringing that into the field day as well. And last but not least, the faculty and staff are going to provide a lot of very good research and information to those that are on the practitioner side, to take away and go back to their particular facilities and make use of some of that new and exciting information that they share.